really disappointed. Credit to Adelaide, obviously having a pretty tough loss down in New Zealand. Really eerie circumstances to start the game. Extraordinarily flat. Firstly, credit to Adelaide with the little Kobe show beforehand. I thought it was great. Beautiful little sign of respect. I would have liked to have played, started the game straight after that though. I just thought it's flattened everybody in the crowd as well. You could hear the players on the court talking, which is nice. We've been asking for that all season. But it's the wrong circumstances for us to hear, and it just seemed to suck a little life out of everyone, not just us, but also Adelaide. But I thought they overcame it a little quicker, had us on the back foot. Look, it's disappointing. We went into the game with some goals, some targets that we needed to achieve to get a victory, and we failed on those targets. It was really important for us. Adelaide are averaging 18.5 second chance points per game against us. We had to get bodies on. I know we're giving up a little bit of size, but we had to hit first, get aggressive, make sure we kept bodies off the O-boards, and they just busted our ass in the first quarter. And set the tone, put us on the back foot, and it's and our composure down the stretch I thought was lacking. It's been a season-long issue for us, how to finish off games, and I know the guys feel about it as bad as I do about it, and it's just unfortunate we haven't had progress in that area that we would like.
And Mitch, do you sort of feel the same way that the busted up in that first quarter, the fight back was there, but then the composure wasn't quite there in the last?
I don't think anyone's going to bust up anyone in this league. I think teams are too talented. Teams are too well coached. We have a great understanding of every individual and every scheme that they run. You can hear on the court, as soon as they're calling out hand signals and plays, we're relaying and we're knowing what to guard, how to guard it, where to guard it. At the end of the day, it came down to, we gave up 19 offensive rebounds, and their second chance points would have been the ones that kicked our butt. We limit those to half. That's probably 15 points. I had 3 or 4 where I got outworked, and they go and get 2 points, and that's 6 points right there. That's the ball game, pretty much. So I think we put ourselves in a position down the stretch again to be successful. We failed to get over the line and to make winning plays consistently. I thought we had some great looks throughout the night. I thought we had some really unselfish, great team basketball plays, and we missed some open shots. And they made some open shots, and credit to Jerome. They put the ball in his hands, and he's a stud for a reason. 35 points is an incredible effort, shooting 60% from the floor. Hats off to him. Great players make great plays, and you tip your hat to someone that beat you.
Mitch, it was your second time back here. How do you find that experience out there? Again, you had a massive impact on the game. How do you find it coming back here for these Adelaide fans?
Look, anytime you come back to a place where you feel is your home, it's very hard at times. The first time was very hard for me and very challenging. It's something I voiced to coach, and I voiced to a few people that I reached out to before the game and said how nervous I was and how weird it was to kind of come back here, how emotional it was. Excuse me. Second time around, I felt a lot more calm. I never feel kind of sped up or out of place or anything when I'm on the court, but for me, it's not about playing big games or scoring or doing anything fancy. It's just about what can I do to help my team win. And we all are hurting right now because we just want to win so bad, and at the end of the day you get so close, and then DJ hits a big corner 3 on a rotation, and and then you rotate and he hits a big one. It's a great shot from a 7-foot centre who's an absolute stud. So I was talking some shit to DJ. I owe him a few drinks now because he missed that free throw. And you just try and go out there and win no matter what. And the fans don't play a part. There's a point where you hear the boos or you hear the cheers or whatever it might be, and you just take it on your chin. You know that some people are happy you're there and some people are happy that you left. At the end of the day, there's others that sit on the fence and go, oh, what do we do here? But realistically, it doesn't matter. We didn't win. So we have to go back, review the tape, look at ourselves in the mirror, and try and get better. We got 7 days until we play another game next Sunday at home, and it's a great chance to defend home court back in the Melbourne Arena. So I'm looking forward to that already. I'm itching to go and look at the film and watch the game back and see if we can improve.
And obviously the season hasn't fallen short, but Mitch, do you see the building blocks here looking towards next season, that there is the potential here to build upon and be more successful?
Absolutely. like, first year aside, all that crap, I don't believe that's an excuse for anyone. You know, we're competitive every week. We've been blown out twice, like, out of 25 games, what have we played now, whatever the hell it is? Like, 23 games, we've been competitive, and they're probably all single digits. So we're so close, and there's always chances where we're there. We make a play, then we get a stop, and then all of a sudden, like, John dribbles off his foot, we get a turnover, we miss 2 easy shots, little 2-foot floaters, and they come down and go whack, whack, whack. And it goes from being up 4 to down 1, and then the momentum's back in their favour, and you've got to make plays, and we haven't been able to do that just yet. So how the club is run, how we're treated, how we're looked after, how the players respond, the facilities we have, the people we have at that club is amazing. It really is. We have chefs and nutritionists that look after us and cook all our breakfasts and lunches every single damn day. So if I'm looking fat around the edges, you can blame Angelo and the meals they're putting out there. But look, we get taken care of. There's no excuses. We're not good enough right now, and we have to get better. We have a very close-knit group that respect each other, and we get along probably too well, which is the baddest thing of it all, because sometimes when you're too friendly and you're too, we're all good mates, it's hard to get that real dickish improvement by saying, we need you to do this, and I'm challenging you as a man. And sometimes we're thinking to go, we're mates, it's all right. But we have to get better at that. We have to challenge each other a little more, and right now we're not doing that. So we have to up the ante on us challenging each other, but at the same time understand everything we say comes with positive intent. We have to build off that, and at the moment, we're not really there. So that's one area over the next 3 games I'm going to really try and hone in on a little bit, just try and get a little bit more from everyone else. But I'm really proud of what this club's done so far this season, how the organisation's treated its members and all its fans and all its sponsors. So I'm really happy.
Simon, how did you see John's game? Did you give scores in the first? Did you look at, we needed more in the first half, or I'm really wrapped with the way you lifted in that season?
It's been a bit of a riddle with John for a good portion of the season. We always encourage him to be aggressive early in the games. Got a couple of quick fouls. I think that might have, we have a next play attitude that whatever's happened, you can't let it get to you. I felt like it may have just made him a little negative from an offensive standpoint when he got his next shot at it. He's been a second half dynamo all season after quiet starts. How do I see his second half? Look, there was some good sides. He had some good looks. I thought his teammates created some great opportunities for him. We maybe could have been a little more composed down the stretch. Some of those fouls that were called, I'll need to look at the video, but you can't give up an unsportsmanlike foul in those situations, or even give the referees an opportunity or an inkling or any encouragement to call it, because they're too damaging. You see a couple of tech fouls go and it's one free throw and back to Adelaide on the side ball, and then you get a unsportsmanlike, it's 2 and they get the ball back. So they're very, very costly, but he'll be shattered on the outcome there, and he doesn't need a kick in the shins from me. He's well aware of how that game finished off, but he's been it's been magnificent all year, and his second half was phenomenal.
That little bit in the third quarter with Daniel Trist and Harry Frolling, and you and Joey had a bit of chat. What was that in relation to?
I think I said to Joey that we don't act very well. It's not who we are.
Trish just got married, so you can't blame him for acting a little bit.
He might be
he's
a little bit wobbly
he's
in the
hungover
knees.
from the wedding. I don't know. God dang.
Look, it's kind of funny. Like, we saw this happen the last time. Like, Harry, he's Greg Louganis when it comes to diving. He's and he gets rewarded every week. So don't stop, Harry. Keep going with it. We saw the last time we played here. He pushed Trist in the back, and Tristy's out of control, and his arm went around, and Harry took a dive and laid down for 5 minutes and was rewarded with a foul against Daniel Trist. I was kind of hoping for the same thing, but Harry does it a lot better than Dan Trist. Look, it's a scourge on our sport. I've told our guys, we had the incident early in the season with New Zealand, that, you can go out there and try and influence calls, but you want to win on your merits and do it the right way. If there's a bigger picture here for us as basketballers, I've been around the league a long time, and I've seen the pros and cons. There's good times and bad times in our league, and I think we're custodians of the sport, and we're entrusted to play it the right way. So I don't like our guys flopping. I didn't like what Dan did tonight, and I'll tell him that. And he's better than that, you know. He's been playing some really good basketball the last couple of weeks, and he doesn't need to stoop to that level to try and extract a call. You know, we haven't had a lot of love getting to the free throw line. We're usually behind by 7 or 8 in the foul count each game. We have to try and find a way to extract calls, but I'd rather continue to be aggressive at the ring, and then hopefully those calls will start to come our way. I don't think falling over is the way to go about it, and especially encouraging the lovely people of South Australia to boo you. So that's probably not. He's not running for mayor anytime soon here, I don't think. But no, he's a good kid, and I wish better for him than that.
And Mitch, you're born in the 90s. Kobe Bryant is the Jordan of those that was born in the 90s. You've got the shoes here. Tell us how your week has been emotionally, and you're obviously a massive fan, like most of us are.
Yeah, it was really hard. He's someone that as a basketballer, I didn't really look up to as much as other guys. Like I was more like I like my Sean Kemps, Charles Barkley's, you know, the big power boys. And then, you know, I like Steve Nash was one of my really favourite players. And Kobe was someone I actually got my competitive side from, and my curiosity to improve and get better off the court, on the court. Skill sets, reading, how to understand scenario plays, referee positioning, like all the little intricacies he delved into to try and improve away from just being able to shoot, dribble, pass, play D and talk was something that I really took a lot from. And since he retired, I actually spent a lot of time listening to his talks and kind of investing a lot of time in him. And look, you know, I woke up to the news and I didn't believe it. I thought it was like a hoax. I thought someone was going to get absolutely sucker punched for it because they played a bad joke. And when it really hit, like I was really emotional. Even tonight, it's emotional. You look around the NBA and you look around the world, and people are sending in millions and millions of handwritten letters that no one will ever read, but you know will be forever remembered in Kobe's name. So. Look, it's a tough one. You know, I've played in Kobe's for the last couple of years, and it's something I always continue to do. And you know, it's fitting that I finally got my Dragon Ball Z shoes ready in the Kobe's because, you know, for me growing up, Dragon Ball Z was kind of like, you know, you were bad mother if you could watch. You know, Goku was beating up some people, so Broly and Cell, he's kicking their ass here, and I take that as, you know, Kobe was that kind of competitor, like no matter what, but. Like I hear people say, like if anyone was going to survive a helicopter crash and whatever else, you'd probably say it was going to be Kobe. But you know, it's heartbreaking. What we did tonight on court was really amazing. It was really special to be a part of that. I'm really happy that my only turnover for the night was me holding the ball. That's been a first probably all season. So look, it's really hard. It's going to be hard for a lot of people close to him, and it's something that I'm glad the NBL has really got around because he deserves all the respect that he's getting.